If you have a busy schedule like me, like right now, you can see I'm in my Pilates uniform right now. My outfit just came from Pilates. It's kind of late, but I still need to feed my family. So I need something that I can make in a good like 15 to 20 minutes that would be good for them, would be healthy as well, but really quick so they can eat as soon as possible. So seafood is like the best way to go. Seafood is normally, it does not take long to cook. You know, when you have vegetables, you're pretty much just steaming the vegetables. Maybe you might add in some seasoning to marinate the vegetables along with the seafood. And so it's a good combination of something really, really quick to make. We already have rice in the refrigerator. So all we're gonna do is once this is all done, we just add it on the rice and they'll be happy with a nice meal. We just have some pre-seasoned vegetables, broccoli, zucchini with bell peppers in here, some mushrooms as well. And then we just added in some scallops. I'm going to also add in some shrimp. And then we'll just pair this with some rice. So now we are going to add in the lovely shrimp. Again, we're thinking of something cooked. You have the option of buying shrimp that's not cooked, or you can get the one that's cooked. But again, we're going with something really quick. So I got the cooked shrimp with the tail on. So we're going to just add some of this to our little saute that we have going on here. It's like one of the easiest meals that you can prepare very, very quickly, and everybody will like it. Everybody in the household pretty much likes seafood, so we'll be fine with this. This is just basically like a stir fry. The ingredients are broccoli, zucchini, olives, mushrooms, red peppers, squash. For the seafood, we're going with some shrimp and then scallops. Okay. Onion powder. This already has some seasoning in it, so I'm just gonna add a little teeny bit, just so it doesn't taste like bland. And then we want to mix up the seasoning. We're feeding 4 people, so I do think that what we have in here is going to be enough for 4 people. But Harry likes to take the food that we make for dinner for lunch the next day. So I'm going to add just a little bit more just so that we can have enough. So he'll have enough for lunch tomorrow. And then actually now the kids are out of school, especially Elijah. He's going to be here during the daytime. So it will also just kind of give it another day or another meal for everybody. You don't really need so much because it's going to be over rice anyway. So you can kind of get full off of the seafood, the vegetables, and the rice. Yeah, so we're just mixing it up. Basically, you just kind of, at this point, the vegetables are pretty much done. When you're making seafood, especially because this shrimp right here that we have in here is already cooked. It's already pre-cooked. The scallops really don't take that long to cook down either. So right now we're just really trying to help the seafood and the vegetables to kind of marinate. And we're trying to give some time for the seafood to actually defrost while it's marinating with the vegetables. And we're almost done. Yeah, so we have a little bit of rice already cooked. We just need to put this in the microwave. And we sneak a grate. And when you heat up rice, basically all you have to really do is just add a little bit of water on top of it. And it will help to soften the rice.
Mom, can we go downstairs?
Okay, Michael. And if you're trying to work out like me and you don't want to eat junk food, you can grab some grapes. If you look closely, you see that it's pretty watery. And that can happen if you don't defrost your seafood before you actually start to cook it. But like we said, we didn't really have a lot of time. So we actually don't like a lot of dry food. So this actually works because we like to have things with like gravy, things like that. So we'll be able to just grab the vegetables and the seafood, and then if we want to add a little bit of like almost like a gravy or a sauce, that's what this will become. So I want to taste it because I feel like it's basically ready, but I want to make sure that we have the right taste. It tastes good, but my family tends to like a lot of spice, so I'm going to add just a little. I'm going to add some pepper in this, but not too much. So I'm just going to add like a little bit of cayenne pepper in it. This is the cayenne pepper that we're actually using, but you could definitely get this from your local grocery store or from Amazon, you know, Whole Foods, any place like that. So just a little teeny bit, not a whole lot. And this is especially good. Cayenne pepper is good for a lot of things, but it definitely helps with building your immune system as well. So even if you don't like a lot of pepper, it's something like when I make my teas to help people, to help my family to build their immune system to get better, I'll add cayenne pepper in it as well. It just helps to, it does a lot of things, but definitely it's a good seasoning to use overall. And then of course a lot of people like the flavor. Speaking of the tea, I actually have a little bit of tea here that I made. Ground turmeric, ginger, garlic, cayenne pepper. I'll also sometimes add lemon juice. I'll also add apple cider vinegar with the mother. You'll see at the bottom, you have the mother in here. And this part right here is the best part. So when you get this, you want to make sure that you shake it up, so when you pour it in there that you get the mother actually in the pot as well. I'll definitely add some cinnamon in there as well. Sometimes I use throat coat and then I'll actually put it in the tea while it's like, you know, kind of brewing. The other thing that I do when I give it to my family, I normally add some honey so that they actually like the taste. Many benefits to Mama's tea, which I have copywritten. Not really, but so I mainly give my family the tea when they're starting to feel a little bit sick, like if they have a cold, if they have a sore throat. Mainly when they start to feel like they're coming down with something, I would normally give them this tea. It also, I believe, helps to shorten it. So if you kind of think about some other things that you could take, maybe like a zinc, you typically would take a zinc to help to like shorten the cold. I use it in the same way. As soon as they start to feel something like a sore throat or a little cough or whatever type of symptoms, we would normally give it to them. And we found that it's been helpful for us, for our family. So you can try it too. Okay, so this is about done, so we can go ahead and turn the stove off. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like. So we're choosing to use rice. You can use any type of rice that you want. You can use like regular white rice. You can use brown rice. You can use jasmine rice. It's really up to you. Even if you want to use quinoa, if you don't want to use like regular rice, if you're maybe on the keto diet or something like that, you don't have to use rice. You can use what other type of starchy type of item that you want to use. You can even use potatoes. Potatoes would be like another nice alternative. So that's an option as well. As you can see, it didn't really take us that long to make this food. And Michael was just saying he wanted some seafood, so hopefully he eats this. I would also add a special trick. My family likes like a special pepper sauce or something. If they're into that, you could definitely drizzle some pepper sauce on it as well. So Harry makes this pepper sauce that everybody absolutely loves. Me personally, I'm not really into a whole lot of pepper, just like a little bit. But you can see right here. In here you have green peppers, some onions, oil of course, because you can see like the oil around it. And then we have some fresh peppers, which are hot peppers. He likes to add a lot of seasoning in his pepper sauce. So we're gonna put a little bit on his. And actually the kids will probably like some too. And I might add this a little bit on mine too. But it just kind of it gives your food an extra kick. This is for Harry. So I don't know about you guys, but my husband, he has to have pepper on everything. He's filming right here, so I'm not talking bad about him. He's right here. All right, so let's put a little bit on mine. Delicious.